Hello, my name is Norma Limon. I am the Field Office Director with US Citizenship and Immigration Services in Harlingen, Texas.
Norma, thank you so much for today's interview. I understand here in the Rio Grande Valley we have a lot of legal residents that could, if they applied, become US citizens.
Yes, Steve, that's correct. We have over 150,000 permanent residents who have resided in the Rio Grande for an average of 20 years, and they can actually apply for citizenship only after being a U.S. Resident for 3 years if they're married to a U.S. citizen, or 5 years if they're married to a U.S. citizen. All they need to do is file an application for citizenship. They can obtain those forms online and they're free. They have to be 21 years of age. They have to know how to read and write and speak English, basic English, unless they meet one of the exceptions. If they have resided in the U.S. As a permanent resident for 15 years and they're 55 years old, they can take that exam in their native language. If they're 50 years old and resided as a permanent resident for 20 years, they can also take that exam in their native language. If they're 65 years old and have resided in the U.S. as a permanent resident for 20 years, they can also take that test in their native language, but they only study 20 questions versus the others that have to study 100 questions. But as long as they get 6 of them correctly, then they're good to go. They also have to have a good moral character. They have demonstrated a knowledge and understanding of the U.S. history and the government, and they're able to demonstrate loyalty to the United States and take the oath of allegiance for the United States.
And I understand the federal government has got a drive at the moment for some areas within the country that they're really focusing on and saying we can do a better job in a particular area, and say that area has so many legal residents, let's try and encourage people to become citizens, and one of those areas is the Valley.
Yes, it is. Last year, President Biden passed an executive order to promote U.S. citizenship. The agency itself took 4 areas in the United States, one of them being the Rio Grande, of the areas with the most populated permanent resident areas. And so we are promoting citizenship right now. We're going out to the communities, partnering with local governments, city governments, our community-based organizations to go out in the community and promote U.S. citizenship.
Norma, is there anything else you'd like to add?
The applicant has to be 18 years old in order to, the applicant has to be 21 years old in order to apply for citizenship and petition. They can petition for their parents, their spouses, their children. And they also, once they become U.S. citizens, they can actually work for the government, which is what I did. I became a U.S. citizen only to have a job in the government. And all you have to be 18 years old, be a U.S. citizen, and apply for a job in the government. Had somebody told me back in 1999 that one day I was going to become the director of this great agency, I would have never believed it. But hard work and dedication and that desire to become a U.S. citizen and give back to this country that has given me so many opportunities, and now our community. I've been here in the Valley for 8 years. I'm originally from the Rio Grande Valley. I'm actually originally from Matamoros, Mexico, and my parents immigrated here to the United States with 13 siblings, 13 kids, only to give us a better education. So that's one of the greatest opportunities that we have as U.S. citizens. You know, we have the right to vote. We have the right to petition for our siblings and our family. We can select our next president. We can run for politics, work for the government, apply for a passport, U.S. passport just like anybody else. So become a U.S. citizen. There are so many great benefits to become a U.S. citizen. The process is very simple. We have community-based organizations out there that are willing and happy to help you with the process. So please don't hesitate and become a U.S. citizen.
So really, you are our role model, and you probably would never have thought you would have achieved this, correct?
That is correct. I followed my parents' dreams that then became my dream of getting a better education. I got a bachelor's degree from UT Brownsville here in the Valley. I moved to Michigan, then Kansas City. I actually went back to school after I had 5 children and got a master's degree in project management. It was very painfully slow, but I put a lot of heart into it. I took one class at a time. It took me 3 years to graduate with a master's degree in project management. It was hard, but not impossible, and all because I have that opportunity here in the U.S.
Well, Norma, thank you so much for today's interview.
Thank you.